Hey guys, it's me, Renee Guardal, Renee J661. Welcome to Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter Reborn Walkthrough 3. So, I hope everyone's is ready to have a good day. Today is Thanksgiving. And, you know, the day where everyone's going to be hanging with family, loving people that cares and loving stuff related. And thankful for things that, how it happened this year, 2025, and things like that. So, before I start some conversation, and while you enjoy my walkthrough, I'm not going to be talking about today's Thanksgiving and everything, and special things. So, right now, the next thing we're going to be doing is right now. So, last time we did is the Great Forest. So, I was able to hunt the Stegosaurus, Ankylosaurus, and a Parasaurolophus last week. So, the next thing we're going to be going right now is the Delphaeus Hills Dusk, but which means the sundown, not sunrise but sundown. So, but now we're going to be hunting a new creature known as a Triceratops, and it's a dangerous animal, intimidating, not a carnivore but a herbivore. Those things are aggressive like a rhino, elephant, and hippo. So you don't want to mess with these creatures. So I'm going to be enjoying every minute of it. Before later, I enjoy my Thanksgiving meal. And things like that. And then next week, we're going to be doing the Great Forest Dusk. And there's going to be another dinosaur we're going to be hunting. Alright guys, let's get started. And I can start my conversation about what I think about this year Thanksgiving, in my opinion. Let's get to work. Loading. Alright guys, we're back here. Yep, the sun is going down. That's what it makes dusk. Ah, right. Okay, I think I saw Gallimimus. I go for fifth. Hello, something like that. Alright, so we got Parasaurolophus, Triceratops is there, and Carnivores is there. Alright. Let's go start getting at the Triceratops. Hopefully we don't mess with that ugly bull. So yeah guys, this year 2025, it hasn't been a great start for me. And this year, it's been like a lot of complicated, but I was able to have good times. You know, mainly hanging with my friends and everything. And I know I never really say much about families or stuff related, probably because I don't have that communication. But the truth is, guys, I used to have that, you know, from all my friends. I used to have that one, you know, I used to be bonding with my cousins, my younger brother, but then I guess a lot of people has changed and kind of grew apart and things like that. And you know, and I really miss it every now and then. And we got ourselves a Triceratops. So, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Hold up, talk. Just watching my surroundings because don't want to get smashed by that Parasaurus. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I used to have that relationship, but you know, I just don't really talk about it much because sometimes I feel like I don't know, like I don't exist, I don't abandon, or maybe how I was back then in my early kids' days. How I was, I don't know, annoying, like I talk too much and things like that. And, you know, not a lot of people understand me because, you know, I guess because not a lot of people understand me, but I found out because of my disability as an autism, and, you know, and I can't help it that I like to talk a lot. You know, I don't know, that could be the reason, but sometimes people just change because I guess they're just not happy being with that person, or they just want to do my own thing. Yeah, so, you know, my family side has been broken, which is the only relationship I have that close bond is mainly on my dad's family side. And relationship, you know, everyone used to get along, but then people has changed because of, you know, money, greedy, family, drama, disagreement. I don't know. So I never wish I had that kind of broken family. Even though they're my race, El Salvador. They're usually Hispanics. Likes to be a little nosy, dramatics, and stuff like that. And sometimes it does get really annoying, and I don't really like to get into it too. That's why I made a promise that I don't want to get into people's business, and I want to just do my own thing. Don't know if I shot the Ankylosaurus, but hopefully, I think I might have shot the shoe. But yeah, anyway, that's why I haven't been myself for the past years, because of that past too, and that's why I don't really talk about family stuff or anything. That's why I just keep my life private now, and I just don't mention about it. And I just keep my social media and real life separate now. I never really forget about it because I do have all the memories and the pictures and all the things that I used to study. But I guess a lot of people probably forgot about it or that. So that's why I haven't been hanging with any of them. That's why I've been hanging more with my friends. But I do understand that not everyone's going to be available because everyone has their own family. And sometimes I do wish I had that kind of relationship, but sometimes my friends don't worry about me because I guess they kind of assume that I might be a little, I guess, jealous. Because I wish that, well, I know I try not to be jealous, but I do kind of miss that interaction. But I know I can't change people's ways or things like that. So I just try to be strong and get used to these changes too. Things like that. But I do wish I do have some cousins, maybe my younger brother, you know, to have this bonding me time so we can play games and things like that. But you know, I guess people change when they grow up. Got it, but not sure, but I got that Parasaurus. Yep, I got it. But I do gotta keep it because the Carnivores could still attack you. So yeah, that's the thing I really miss the most, and that's why Thanksgiving was mainly about family, and sometimes I can't say I have the best times of all. I know I don't have too much interaction with my father, my brother. My mom, we do, but you know, she is proud of me. But sometimes she has her moments that she can be a little complicated. There's something she kind of does make me stress out a lot too. Probably because she never really had the best life. And, you know, and I know she may as well, but I know I guess I wasn't gonna follow my culture or be like them. And I want to start my own journey, my own legacy. But I do have to be careful with life too. I know, I haven't been the same with my father and my mom as of lately because, you know, ever since with my communication with my ex, you know, it did kind of ruin the, kind of our life. Well, I mean, we're still living together, but we just don't have that interaction anymore like we used to. So I just try to stay really cautious. So, what to say too? But so far so good. It's going okay. Just like, hey, what's up? Important stuff, pretty much about it. But sometimes deep down, it's not what I really wanted. But I know I can't change them. It has to be them to change. So that's why now I've been trying to hang out more with my friends, because sometimes I feel like friends are more like family than blood. But I do have to understand they have their own family, and sometimes I'm not really used to it, because sometimes I feel like they always cancel out my plans or hang out with me. But not too long ago, well, Malik, he is my best friend. He knows how to keep that balance between friends and family, and that's what I like about him. He's been the only friend that's been keeping a balance, and everyone kind of felt me. And I have another friend, which I don't mention her name. She used to be like more with family. I guess she forgot to balance it. And then I got to the point that it got too much, and I got mad. So we had a little disagreement. So we're just kind of taking a break, but we still talk every now and then on the phone. And now she just try to make time to hang out with me and alone with friends and family apart. Because I think it's for the best, because sometimes they all see their family there all the time, and I don't. So I'm not jealous. I don't believe in breaking people up with family with that one, or relationships on that one. I just want people to at least understand, at least keep it balanced. But not everyone's gonna be like that. So that's why I stopped bothering a lot of people and just isolated myself and just hang out by myself. And I know I'll hang out with friends occasionally. But like I said, Malik is the only friend that never let me down. And that's why I appreciate him so much for doing it. Yeah, and then yesterday I was a little bummed up 2 days ago, because I was looking to hang out with one of Malik's friends and everything, but I guess I can't say it's right or that one, but I guess that person's sister was gonna be coming, and I guess originally she was gonna come today on Thursday, but I guess they came early because I guess after traffic, even though it was my idea to do it, because I was dropping some tamales to do some business. My mom's selling Salvadorian tamales, and I wanted to introduce Malik's friend, the Hollywood Funko and everything, and then I was looking for it, but then it became sort of kind of last minute. But even though I do appreciate that person did let my friend know about it, I'm not gonna say she's a liar or that one, but I feel like, in my perspective, that maybe that person, I think it would have been better if that person didn't cancel it, because now in a way, I don't know if I can trust that person at the moment, because I've dealt with people that make excuses and cancel me, because my ex has been doing a lot of excuses and flaking on me when I make plans with them, and that really hurts me the most. And I'm still really traumatized from what I've been through from 2024 during Valentine's Day, and being inflicted, being abused by her parents and everything, and that's why I have that thing that I'm still traumatized, that it's still stuck in my mind, and I want that so badly, but now I don't know. But maybe I'll admit, maybe it was a bad idea that I did it during the holidays. But I thought everyone could be available there. But I guess this person must love the family so much and everything. And I know I'm not family of blood. I'm just a new friend. But I just don't know what's gonna happen in the future of that one. But I know I'm still having trust issues right now. But I know my friend's gonna try to fix it somehow, because I know it would have been better if that person didn't cancel it, and what could have done is that got to introduce Hollywood and it could have hanged out with the family maybe later on or today, and then maybe we would have not had this kind of miscommunication problem. Right now, in the situation that I am right now, I think we got an out Triceratops, but it took him a while to knock it down. So yeah, so I want to be the best version of me. I was taught not to cancel plan or not take advantage. But I feel like all my life I've been taking advantage, been flaked on. I made my plans. And that's why I'm kind of the way I am. Like I don't trust a lot of people now, like I used to anymore. But I know Malika's trying to encourage me to at least spare the person or understand it. But it's really hard for me. But I know I'm getting willing to give it a try. But I'm not really don't know if I'm gonna trust that person. Because technically, as long as they do apologize and they do that, forgive me, and as long as they don't do it again, then that's fine. But sometimes I don't believe they don't mean it, because sometimes people have been liars, especially girls is the main ones I don't really trust anymore. And I know I can't put my hopes on trusting them 100%. Got this blaster. Boom. 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 Let's see if I got it. Maybe it might be knocked out. Oh, I guess I didn't, but I did made it bleed. I don't know. That's the revolver, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens, but I'm just gonna put my trust on my best friend, and he's the only one I will trust. So yeah, guys, if you ever see me acting like this, especially with you girls, I may not trust any of you guys, but I'm willing to give you guys benefit of the doubt and at least try to regain the trust. So if I don't trust you guys, it's because of what I've been through. So you may have to understand that it's not easy for me to trust a lot of people anymore, because I've been taken advantage of over the years, over my life, and I don't want to get hurt again. So that's why I'm being more assertive and tough now. So I'm trying to be tough like a Triceratops. You. We got ourselves a big boy. So even though I'm talking and talk about Thanksgiving and everything what I've been through with my history and everything, but I still focus and still play the game. That's what's kind of good about me right there. I have been practicing, getting better, and sometimes video games do calm me down. When I'm depressed, or not myself too. See that, guys? That hurt my sound. So yeah, I was disappointed, because that's what I've learned something in the movie theater. There's always a time, there's always the place. All I believe is balance. I understand family will always come first and everything. I get it and everything. But flaking and canceling the plan just because a sibling is planning, or someone that you love, even though it's been a while still, but the story kind of is last minute. But damn, they can still see me. most guys can still see me, even if it's far away. I guess the parrot could have good eyesight, so that's kind of a little problem. That's why the revolver is only good for close combat. Got you! Let's see. There he goes. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. I do give people benefit of doubt as long as they don't cancel me and everything, but so I'm gonna say trust. I'm gonna have trust issues, but you know, I am willing to give at least 1 or 2 chances, but no more 6 chances because I don't want to make that same mistake and get hurt ever again. So I want to be self-cautious, not to make ridiculous choices. Even though I'm not proud of it, what I did, but I know I try to do it out of my kindness because I feel like maybe people could change, but I realized no, people cannot change. So I had to be tough, like a Triceratops, and that's why they stay on their guard, so you don't get hurt. So that's what's been going on yesterday. I wasn't myself and everything, but me and my friend Malik, we kind of negotiated and talked about it. And I say to spare the person. Even my other friend agrees that maybe I should spare it. You know, I guess the person sent a text on Monday. Even though Malik thinks it's kind of his fault because it was last minute, but I still don't think it's his fault because he was tired, and you know, because he's been working at Desert Haven, so I don't blame him too. But it's not about lying; it's just canceling a plan just because someone you want to meet is there. But you know, they could have kept that day open, and you know, it could have been balanced. But I guess it's because that person is all the way from Ontario and that one. I guess I get it. It is far away from Lancaster to there. I've been there before when I was living in Orlando and Eagle Rock. It's not too far there, so I know it, but I still would have not done that. I would have. Where are you going? Come on. Where are you going? You stop moving, you. Stay right there, boy. He's about to be knocked out in a few seconds. There you go. So I have at least 6 bullets. So, you know, we still got time to talk a little bit in the walkthrough, you know, before we do that. So yeah, that's what's going on Thanksgiving, you know. I can't say it can be the best from me. Christmas is family too, but the only thing I do like are the gifts and presents. So I still continue giving presents to my closest friends and family because it is traditional. Yeah, because you know, I still do it even if they don't give me gifts on that one. At least I'm doing it out of my kindness. Just birthdays I don't do it because it's not important to me. Only events like Christmas, yes, that's the number one important because it's a day you get close to your loving families and friends, and you give gifts that you got to know. Thanksgiving is just about, you know, being with the people that loves you, and probably family too. But I know it's always going to be family, but I would have hanged out with friends if we all don't have families, but you know, everyone has their own families, and I get it too. So that's why today I'm just at home playing my video games, and then I'm probably going to be working this on YouTube today for my Thanksgiving marathon, which I'm doing positive stuff, so I just can't wait to start over for 2026, whatever the future takes me. Changes can be scary, but I know this is going to be a challenge. I have to be ready. if I got it. There's 2 para and 2 Ankylosaurus. Got it. Ooh. Damn, I'm really close to those guys. This is getting extreme, Oh shoot! Oh. Whew, that was scary. Got it! No, I guess not. Let's see. Don't know if I got a Kylo. Got those guys. I guess not. Well, let's go get us a big boy, Triceratops. Or maybe a couple dinosaurs. So yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I know it may not be family oriented because I don't really post anything about them onto social media or anything. Just friends, but I know I still haven't been myself because, you know, the breakup with the relationship, being cheated. I haven't been myself. So far, I'm kind of getting better now. And, you know, I've been focusing on myself and not letting anything get to me. But, you know, like I said, if things doesn't work out, if you know, they're not happy with me, I don't mind letting them go because it's tough love. So I have to show them that. Dinosaur's a big boy. So I'm getting better in this game, even when I'm talking at the same time with the walkthroughs. So, but I know today it's a Thanksgiving marathon, so I thought I should talk about how I feel about it. Do I like this holiday? Yeah, I like the holiday Thanksgiving. May not be too much with family, but I like the food more. And that's what I really enjoy the most. I do enjoy food. I may not be a fan of turkey, which is the meat, but the only turkey I'll probably eat is the ground beef or the ham turkey. If it's like a sandwich from Subway. But I did try it. It's alright. But I feel like I'm more used to eating chicken more. Technically, chickens and turkeys are part of dinosaur family, just like in this game. but no, I'm gonna be enjoying today. Mom's gonna be making pozoles, which is some kind of pork meat stew for soup. Which Mom asked me if I wanted that one. I said yeah, because, you know, technically we always eat chicken all the time, so I thought maybe at least something different. Got one bullet, which that will probably wrap it up for that one. So yeah, Mom's gonna be making pozole. So once I finish with this walkthrough, I'm gonna start enjoying the meal. And then later I gotta start working the editing, maybe do some drawings. Just so I don't be depressed, even if I don't have no family to bond with. So I do have things to keep me occupied. Video games, computers, drawings. That's what helps me calm down. And I don't have no one to talk to. I know my friends are the only people I grew to talk and bond with. So, but I know I'm trying my best to be a good friend and let them bond with the family, and then hopefully the other days they're doing it. Like I said, the only people I will admit that are good with the plans is Malik and my other friend that lives in Eagle Rock. At least those two I will appreciate it, that they will never flake on me. Unless it's an emergency, like if they got injured or they get sick or one of the family members got injured or got hurt and they need to be there, that's desperately. Then I will understand, because that is important. Grandparents, grandma, or that one, even though I may not be close with adults, so but I'm not gonna stop that. I know family is always gonna be important to them. And, and they grew up with them. Yeah, Malik, my other friends, and other friends that I know are really family oriented. I feel like I'm the only one from out of the friends that's not anymore. Like I said, all my family's parted away. Honestly, I would have been honest. I can tell you there's two people I do miss. I would have loved it, my oldest cousin that lives in Arizona. We could have still bond and everything, but I understand that he hasn't done anything to me. He's just kind of changed, grew up and has a job and married and probably going to start a family, and they're not going to be available. And it's really hard too. So sometimes I feel like growing up sucks. Well, my brother, my younger one, he was known as Spino. That was his nickname. I don't know what happened between me and him, but sometimes I feel like that I'm not the best brother, and with it saying that I'm the worst brother. Well, I mean, maybe I might have been a little hard on him. It's because there were some days he was annoying, and sometimes I don't like when he touches some of my stuff. Because, I work hard to take care of things, and it gets ruined. Maybe that could be some reason I have ups and downs. But I never really hate him. Probably I just didn't understand. I had to be a good brother and everything, because I guess with my disability and everything, life is not easy. I feel like it. So I've been mostly saying that why is he treating me like that? What's wrong? He never really tells me so. And so he just stops telling me. He just gives me dirty looks, serious looks, keeps slamming my door and everything. Because I guess he became a whole different person when he turned 11. And right now, on his 25th year right now, he's still the same old person. Maybe matured, but not really a trustworthy person in my book. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't care, and I feel like he's kind of heartless. And I told him, you are heartless. Because he is acting like one, even though it's wrong, but it's true, I feel that way. Yeah, then I stopped hanging with him in the movies, stopped playing video games with him. He was pretty good at playing PlayStation, Nintendo's, Carnivores, Little Bit Planet, Uncharted. In Sonic games, I used to love playing with him. Sonic the Hedgehog was his favorite character, my Shadow. We always joke around that I think Shadow's better than Sonic, but we got that communication. But now, I don't know, ever since he turned bigger, that one, I was like, who the hell he is, or who the heck he is. I don't even know this guy now. So I just stopped communicating with him and stuff like that. But yeah, I would have loved having both my older cousin and my younger brother playing video games and hanging here on Thanksgiving. Maybe play some WWE, Street Fighter, Nintendo, Mario, Smash Bros, all these things, Donkey Kong, Zelda. But, I don't have that anymore. I only play them more with my friends. So life is just pretty bad. But now I'm getting used to it, so I just have to learn to adapt to it. But the only thing I am thankful right now is that at least I'm alive. At least I'm home. gonna enjoy some good meals, pozoles. At least I'm thankful that I'm getting in a big shape, that's good news from the doctor. But I know I still need a lot of work to work on. And that's pretty much I want to say how I feel about the Thanksgiving thing. So to get this off my chest, how I feel. But don't worry, I am going to continue getting stronger and becoming the best person of all time. Let's see, Ankylosaurus is there. But there's no more Triceratops, I must have killed all of them. Well, let me go somewhere else so I can get close to Ankylo. I'll get killed. Well guys, let me get out of here first. Gotta get back and enjoy my Thanksgiving meal. Alright guys, until then guys, I'll see you next week, dinosaurs. You're going down. Down. Well, let's see. 4 Triceratops, 5 Parasaurolophus, 1 Ankylosaurus. Not bad, not bad. I'm getting better in the game now. And sooner or later, I'm going to be fighting dangerous carnivores, and it's not going to be easy, especially the Sarah. So this next stage I'm going to be going is the Great Forest Dusk, but it's not this one, but it's the fog. Is the only thing I'm going to have a hard time. But so far there's 2, but this one I'm going to be hunting the Ceratosaurus, so I'm going to have to watch out for these guys and keep an eye on my surroundings. And this is not going to be easy next week. So yeah guys, that's what's been going on with my journey, you know, with family, and why I don't really talk about it, mention about it, nothing about it. I just keep it private, but hopefully whoever watches this video, I hope you guys will understand where I'm coming from and know my part, what I'm going there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and everything. So peace out guys, and bye bye. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode of Carnivores, Dinosaur Hunter Reborn, Delphaeus Hills, the Dusk, which is the Sunday. And I really hope you guys will have a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy with family, which I know it's important, even though I may not be a family oriented, which I used to, but not anymore. Just gonna be with my mom and dad, enjoying pozoles. I may not understand it, but I do wish them the best of luck for all my friends and fans. So be careful out there. I know not everyone's lucky to have families and everything, so I know sometimes I do wish I have a cousin, an older cousin, you know, I grew to love video games because he's the reason that got me into video games so much. I really do miss him. And I did have a younger brother that, you know, me and him kind of grew apart, but it's life. It's sad, but I have to learn to accept it, you know, to have a good time on the holidays on my own. But so far, so good. I've been enjoying it last year, so I know sometimes things come and go, so I just have to learn to accept it. I do miss it. It's just a little bit today, so I really hope all of you guys, loving friends and fans, enjoy families. I'm sure you guys have great connections, relationships, and things like that. Take care of that, and I wish you guys good luck. Until then, I'll see you in the next episode of Carnivores. Peace.